love story that begins with my parents, Bonia and Duvid, your great-grandparents. They were born in Poland, and they met during World War II. They found each other on a country road. Bonia, whose parents and brothers were killed by the Nazis, came to Duvid's village to look for her uncle. She found Duvid walking on the road with a horse, and she asked him if he knew her uncle. He said yes, and he took her to her uncle's house. Bonia and Duvid spent the rest of the war going from place to place in hiding. They were married towards the end of the war, and after the war they were sent to a deportation camp where my brother Larry was born, your Uncle Larry. In 1949, they came to Israel along with my father's family, including his brothers and sisters and his parents, my grandparents, and your great-grandparents, Zelda and Chaim. My parents lived in a Fulaylit where my sister, Auntie Irid, and I were born. Your great-great-grandparents are buried in a cemetery close to Aflola. When I was 8.5 years old, my family left Israel for America. I was sad to be leaving, and even though I grew up in America, where Doda Jen and your mother Carrie were born, I always felt like Israel was my home. This love story continues with your Ima and Abba. Your Ima came to study in Israel when she was 16 and met her future husband, your Abba, Yoav, at Kibbutz Beit Hashita, which, as you know, is very close to Afula, where I was born. For the next few years, Ima and Abba went back and forth between San Francisco and Israel, not sure where they wanted to live. In between that time, they married and had your sisters, Noah and Ellie, in San Francisco. In 2005, they decided to settle in Israel and make their permanent home. I was very sad when they left San Francisco, but in my heart, I understood why they chose to live in Israel. And here's where you and Zoe come in, because as you know, you were born here. And now the love story comes full circle, because 4 years ago, I decided to come back to Israel and make it my home, so I can be close to you and your family.